Okay, so we got how this works now. A, B, and C. So we know how the locations, how it's located, and where the maximum view is located.
Okay, and also numbering,
each one has its own numbering. Each block has its own numbering. So for example, if somebody wants to buy this unit, they're going to have a look here. They're going to ask for a park view, 1 bedroom park view. But according to the legend here that we have in the key plans, there's no park. For 1 bedroom, there's no park. Because park views are prime, mostly are for 2 and 3 bedrooms. So you can tell, like for example, number 14, number 12 are facing the boulevard. Number 8 here is going to be facing the open corridor, this plaza that we talked about. Even tomorrow, once we get the model here, it's very easy for you guys to identify. But this is very important. So at least you know from now, 1 bedroom with full view towards the floor, there's nothing. Maybe this is going to be, let's say, a prime bedroom because there's a big plaza. So this can be considered more or less within open space.
Looks like there's more view, like compared to Malta, this apartments have more view.
Alright.
Compared to Malta, this has more view. The apartments they have less.
And this one? Yeah.
Because there you have that close to the floor.
Yeah. See, this is one of the key parts here. Previously, in the old one, Mulberry, you had like a distance of 20 meters, then another block. Now here that's gone. So that's why. Even like a small distance here, it's around 25 meters. And the good part here, this is going to be a solid wall. So even there won't be anybody overlooking to you in your apartment.
Do you have the same concept of sky gardens? Like in Malta?
We have a concept there, but it's not going to be as similar as to
But also something like a recreation area.
See, like we have this part here, this open part. It's going to be full glazing. Won't be providing landscape area, stuff like that.
So it would be just open area where they can go.
It's going to be open. When you pass through the corridor, you're going to have a nice big open area. Okay, so is it clear? Key plans and everything. Now, when we come to the areas, we have 2 tables. Why? Because there's a very slight difference in the area, because some of this depends on the thickness of the walls. Thickness of the walls. This is something we have to do with rear and land department. We cannot show all of them having the same area, because they're already registered with slightly bigger. Even in your iPad, whatever, when you're going to look, it's going to have a different area than what is shown here. So that's why we provided another table. The interior area is exactly the same. The only difference is in the thickness of the wall. See, because normally between 2 apartments, this is going to be 200. But if it's between apartment and a core or an end unit, whatever, it's going to be 250. So this slightly adds up to the area of the unit. This is something very important. So nobody gets mixed up with these. Why is my apartment slightly higher? Because of that reason.
So the client pays, like the size of the apartment that we inform the client, let's say 900 square feet. Is this the net area we're talking about, or the gross?
This includes the wall, as calculated by the land department. They have a certain regulation that we have to follow, and that they will check in the future. So all areas, all apartments throughout Dubai, with any developer, are calculated based on the same method. We cannot control that. It comes from them. Even these areas, we need to submit it and get it approved, and they will check it out. So it's not reporting to us, it's by them. So this is something to be considered. Okay. Another bedroom, different type. Now here we have something additional, which is going to be a small dressing area or whatever. The rest is exactly the same. We only have this small part as addition to that, based on the design that we have for the mass. And this is why for certain areas it's going to be slightly bigger than the average. We try to give it a prime location towards volleyball. You won't find these in the corners anymore. They're all towards volleyball. So the same thing for the leisure, key plans, the same thing for the areas.
we can consider that there is no prime location for one.
Sorry?
There is no prime location for one.
No, but you need to consider the boulevard as a prime. I mean, like for example, you have here the boulevard view is prime. So even there in future, the boulevard is going to be prime. Because even now, once we go to different phases, the mid-rises, the prime view is going to be the boulevard. So we cannot say, oh, that's just the park. If you don't have a park view, that means it's nothing. No. Now this is another time. So this is coming on to the corner units here. So you have this type of panoramic views going towards what we call south. Two bedrooms. Okay, so the same features we have. Same type of flat fixtures, with a bigger kitchen, bigger powder, bigger laundry room, let's say.
1300, 1264.
Then suite,
Terrace area,
for the
total area
second
1324.
bedroom. So here you can tell, we're starting getting the views towards the courtyard here. So even from these apartments, you're able to get the view towards the park. Now this is the same unit but at ground level. We have a bigger terrace there.
So I thought the ground is retail.
Sorry?
I thought the ground is retail.
Under the ground?
No, I thought the ground floor is a retail floor.
No, no, no. See, this part here, this is the retail.
Right, okay.
There's no retail coming through here. Even this building, like I said, is slightly higher than the level of the retail. This is the type 2 ground unit. Type 2 is something different. This is where we have, these are coming in the corners. So like from the balconies where we have these direct views towards the park.
What is that?
This is an architectural feature, let's say. But still you get the full views like this. Views like that. The same unit on the ground level. Two-bedroom corner unit. So here the elevation is full class, so this is something good to have maximize the views. And even the kitchen here, you have additional storage area. Swimming pool in the courtyard. Where we have the letters A, B, C. Now this is a prime 2-bedroom apartment with a big terrace. Seeing these views where we have on the 8th floor, overlooking the full park. This is one of the most prime 2-bedrooms we have.
What is the size of the
The total size, because we have a big terrace there, is around 2,100 because of the terrace. See, the suite area is around 1,500. But because of the balconies, it's big. But this is a prime one. It's not on typical floors. I only have one on the 8th floor. That's all. So you can tell how we have
What is the type of
so you have the open kitchen, dining, additional space. This
What is the type of unit?
type 3, bedroom type 3. But there's only one. So in all this project, you're going to have 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 units of these.
But the block B got 2 units. Eh?
Block B has
Got
2.
3 units.
So in the full, between the 480 units, you only have
Only 2
4
of those.
with this design. Only 4.
4 factory.
In one
Only 4.
building?
No, all together.
they're all
You have 1 in each. You have 1 in A, you have 2 in B, you have 1 in C. Even the master bedroom has its own balcony overlooking the courtyard. See, let's say this is the location. So you have your big terrace overlooking the park. Then you have another terrace here overlooking the courtyard. 3 bedrooms.
What is the size of a 3-bedroom? Sorry.
Suite area around 16, 18. See, mainly what happens in these type of mid-rises, there's a certain area we need to reach for an apartment. Because if we really squeeze them too much, people will not prefer them anymore. Because this is more or less for families, let's say. A bit different than downtown. Even downtown there is families here, but in terms of areas, whatever, it's not that critical issue as it is for mid-rises. Mid-rises people are there to live there with the families, with the children playing with or whatever. Here, maybe somebody buying rented out as a holiday home or whatever. So area is not that important than it is here, in these type of locations. So like all of these 3 bedrooms have the direct views to the courtyard, to the park area. Now these are the prime 3 bedrooms we have on the corners. So these are going to be located here. These end units, the corner view.
Smaller balcony.
Sorry?
Same size for the 2 bedroom, just a smaller balcony.
Especially because this one we have on the typical floors. Now even the 3 bedroom on